Alright, let's get into it.
Who was excited about
yeah,
the
draft time, maybe.
And everybody else.
How long to Weibo plays? Well, right now it's Al versus Top Esports.
For game number 1. DRX on the blue side, they will be banning away the Vi. And there goes the Jax. Not going to see that one from Rascal. Definitely very peanut focused. We'll see whether we continue up on the top side of the map for our Gen G bans, as Nico will be taken away. Some of the obligatory ones still do need to be removed. Just a reminder, this is 13-12. We reverted because we lost some minions. Make sure that if you do find them, let us know.
Hunter, thanks to the Prime. Much love.
Move forward as far as our patch cycle is concerned.
Not watching Rookie Love?
Last ban here for DRX.
Ain't nobody got time for Rookie Love.
What is it going to be, Orcs?
Yeah, I'd be interested if they go in a direction of...
The LeBlanc on the blue side.
LeBlanc makes sense. Sejuani still open. A lot of jungle bans to leave that available. Interested to see if DRX pick it up. There's still Annie, Azir open on the cards, which obviously pretty high priority.
Okay, we're sold, sorry.
Not really a pick.
Are you ready to watch RNG beat the shit out of Weibo? No, I'm ready to see me beat the shit out of the ban button when I click on your username. Yo, symbol links to Sejuani ban. Is Kai'Sa first pick? Azir first pick? Tristana first pick? Ah, yeah, jawohl.
And Ivan. Something we haven't really seen too much of because
with that Poppy ban, Tristana's kind of hot.
Yeah,
it's a good pick.
Fate doesn't have a Tristana license, unfortunately. I don't think he had a very good game on it the last time we saw him play it. But like you say, it is a good
Kai'Sa Azir is easy, but I don't know if Chovy wants to do that. Kai'Sa Viego is good. Maokai is open.
Because you have to pick up Kai'Sa to avoid DRX having Tristana and Kai'Sa, or you risk the fact that Tristana could jump on you on the bottom side of the map.
Annie.
It is going to be the Annie picked into potentially
I forgot about the Annie. What's Annie's win rate in the LCK?
Where is Fate going to go? Is it going to be Tristana in the mid lane? And are they going to pick an Ivern alongside?
It doesn't tell me. Annie's win rate. Oh, there we go. 67. Yeah, I knew it was high.
The DRX are going to go all that way. Maybe Ivern and Ashe.
Mic is too low. Stream is too loud. There you go, is that better?
And Ashe, so they can have 2 extra DRX skins. The Maokai going to be locked in. Juhan
they could pick top here as well.
Very, very cool stuff.
But dropping AD hurts. Zaya's good, yeah.
That's going to be picked into the Kai'Sa as we see all the time.
Yeah, just to see the Maokai
Viego?
instead of the
Kha'Zix.
Ivan. How prominent the Ivan has been when he's
Peanut.
available for high win rate. But up to that instead, and Gen G going to answer with the Kha'Zix. They do have a decent amount of setup from the Annie, and I'm certain that the Light will be picking an engage pick to sort of round it out. The Kha'Zix, not something I'm super hot on, but obviously a lot of jungle bans do limit your options.
Yeah, and Peanut has really enjoyed this. We've
Why
also
is no one
seen
picking Vayne into Kai'Sa?
Fairly powerful.
Because you pick Vayne into Annie Kha'Zix, you get one shot. Vedius is playing Lost Ark. Vedius, stop playing Lost Ark.
Good stuff. Might be a possibility here. Of course, Tristana difficult to lock down, and even if you see,
they want Nautilus, they'll ban Nautilus, then they'll ban Alistar, then they'll ban Rel, then they'll probably pick Leona or something. Vedius in the chat? Question mark.
Want to go for a Nautilus, or at least force the ban.
Did you complete the game yet?
That all of DRX ban the Nautilus out in this situation, but still the likes of Rakan available, which you know, I feel like that's the difficult thing, is that if Rakan's left open, then Gen G can just take it on 4.
Did you complete any game yet? Yeah, I completed only up like last week. The GOAT.
Alistar going to be taken away here, even though the
Rakan is broken on 4, and so is Nautilus. If you ban one, you lose the other.
You know, I would think they're trying to set up DRX to ban the Nord, and then they take the Rakan themselves.
I would ban. It depends if you want to play Kai'Sa, Saya, Leona.
And go in a different direction.
Well, you can see
Hello, chat, we rise.
Certainly trying to take control of this draft for now. The Rumble going to be banned away from Doran.
I think
of course, we did
Nautilus
see just how powerful the Annie Rumble was. Maybe the Annie
I still think Nautilus is better.
Not necessarily the most, but definitely the Rumble being pretty ridiculous. Going to have an honest top lane.
They want to deny Zaya Rakan combo, which I get. Nautilus is better for their drafts, but they have to pick away Rakan from Zaya Rakan.
Yeah, I think the
I don't know if they even need to go
compared to the Zaya. But the Rakan does really well with the Kai'Sa as well. The Light's phenomenal on it, and works as a denial.
Narat here.
Strong.
Kai'Sa content.
See that go through, and DRX.
I wonder
Barrel's
whether
always a
pick
psychopath.
Velveth or Ivern.
Interesting. Could end up being Maokai support.
Yeah, it's Maokai support.
Ivern support, Ornn support. We have no idea. You know, one of these champions is support.
We've seen a lot of tree-on-tree action.
Holy fuck! It's the Zaza comp. Ivern Maokai.
So.
This is the first Entmoot agreement that
and actually, Maokai into Rakan, one of the things Rakan gets countered by is point-and-click CC.
Yeah.
The Zaza comp.
You know, it honestly makes sense.
And I personally cannot see the forest through the trees. That is, that's all I'm saying. Cassante
Hey chat, I'm gonna run
running
ads. If you wanna avoid ads, use your
Cassante.
Twitch Prime or your Tier 1 to avoid
Casante's
them.
been
You won't miss anything in the game, nothing's gonna happen while you're gone, and you can do whatever the fuck you want until it's in a break.
Everyone has a deep hatred for this pick.
You know the deal.
Not me.
But in
You know the
terms
deal.
of actual
But if you're a sub,
it hasn't been racking
then,
up the wins
yeah,
recently.
welcome back.
You know, did get a little bit of a nerf, and I think the meta has just shifted a bit.
The Ornn, Ivern,
Especially we
Maokai,
have a
bro.
lot more
It's the fucking
independent
boys.
carries like Kai'Sa, like Xayah, who can actually
It's the
outplay
boys.
the Cassante. It's not like, you know, a Felios who'd get dragged away and would be
Smite
like, oh,
support
no,
Ivern.
Yep.
now alone.
And do you know what this is?
That would be really cringe,
This
yeah.
is DRX being very annoyed about what happened to them when D+ flexed that LeBlanc towards the top lane. They were like, oh, you outthought us in draft. You know what we're going to do?
I
We can
resubbed in the
flex
offline
champions?"
chat today. Did you get the
Exactly.
message?
They're
No,
oh,
Streamlabs doesn't pick it
well,
up
in
if I don't
that
have it
case,
open and it's
allow
offline.
us to flex everything all over the place, even if it's not supposed to. We're going to have multiple trees. You thought that we could only have one tree? That is not the case.
And you know what they say? One tree is just a tree, but two trees is still just two trees. It's not really a
just
forest.
2 trees. It's not a forest yet, no. But it is. It is
Two
double
trees
the
is a
trees
forest.
than you had
Two
prior
trees is a forest.
to that. Crazy. Same as double the 80 carries. Also,
You could put like a hammock
there's an Ornn.
between two trees, though.
you
That's
can.
that's a loser's
it does
mindset.
make it far more hammockable, which I think means agreeable, but I don't quite know. Here on the other side, just an honest draft here for GENG. We'll see whether they can get through some of the cheese here. that
DRX won
have
worlds with
prepared
these
for
players
us.
and
Top
can't
of the
win more than
rip for
3
game
games
number
now.
one.
Lul, 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 lul. Yeah, these players look like the exact same ones that won worlds. You're completely right. These look like the exact same players. Dumb fuck.
Let's go, man.
Can you please squeeze my cheeks?
Thanks for the resub,
Caedrel?
dude. Yes,
Ooh,
much
GENG fans in
Sorry.
full voice. One of the DRX fans very close to the microphone.
DRX are
As it
playing
turned out,
purple
that one,
comp. Look,
kinda blew away.
purple
It's a little
Tristana,
bit-
That is the
purple
carry
Ivern.
performance.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
Gorgeous.
purple Ornn as well.
Ivern is the only Ivern that we've ever seen
Okay,
in
Ornn's
the
blue.
LCK
Never
ever.
mind.
Yep.
Maybe it's a
I just
purple
like his
Maokai.
base
That's
skin
it.
game.
Purple Maokai.
As Beryl,
Isn't that what's the
Beryl,
other one? There's
what-
that
The aubergine
Old
comp.
God
Yeah, you're right.
Ivern or something. The
Yeah.
spooky one.
to be perfectly honest, I don't
Purple
play a lot
Ornn
of
equals
Ivern.
porn.
Yeah, but I've seen it because it's like him, Nocturne maybe. I think Ornn as well have those like.
Nocturne has one skin.
Well, no, I mean these aren't commonly seen skins, but they have like this spooky, old god sort of theme.
Oh, that's cool. So like sort of like a Alawi vibe.
Kinda, yeah.
Your
Like a bit
extra
like,
dumplings.
More like
Thanks for
things
the
you wouldn't want to
resub.
run
Thanks
into in the forest, you know.
Okay, like Beryl.
Kind of nightmare fuel.
Maokai
Could you
support. What's that
imagine,
gonna look like?
Like winning worlds with DRX, having the guy on your team who had the Maokai skin and then not picking the Maokai skin.
True.
Can you also imagine not picking your own Leona skin ever?
Yeah.
That's
Beryl never
everyone.
chooses his skins, does he? Or he picked his
That's
Ash
how we
skin
do
because
it.
it's from Genshin Impact,
He's
didn't
just
he?
been used
Did
to
he pick
this
his Ash skin?
for like the year that it's been out.
Yeah, he needs to make sure he has this skin for the animations. You know, like
Yeah.
the W animation, really important on Maokai.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does just give you a little bit of an advantage, something like that. Not quite eye blistering.
It's from Honkai. Oh,
but
okay,
it's
my bad.
pretty good.
But it was
As
Genshin.
Hayes hasn't lost a lot. Chovy, 1 game lost on
Oh
the
my
Annie.
god, the Annie's cursed. You
It
know.
is pretty disappointing, isn't it? It's been a while since
In fairness,
many of those losses have come through.
GENG just tend to do a lot of winning, so I don't know how much
Yeah.
of that is down to the picks.
Nice last
a lot
hitting
of it
paddock.
down just to the fact that they're pretty good.
Well, the last time support Maokai was picked, it was actually Vista. Over 2 years ago. Into Harp on KT. Wow, it's been a long time.
Harp. Holy
Harp
shit.
no longer in the LCK.
Whoa.
And Beryl 7-1 on the Maokai support.
Maokai support
This
was
of
meta
course,
Worlds
a
2021, wasn't
Maokai
it?
type situation from back in the
That's
day.
the thing that's standing
so
out in my
I don't
head.
think of it as just an honest support. It was more like Tank Maokai existed in the bottom lane with Senna there. One of Ghost's more effective picks. back
Worlds
in the day.
2021. Juhan just playing Ivern. Gonna
Ivan
smite
just
those
vibing his
croaks,
way
get the
through
level up.
forest.
Oh yeah. Being
Was he
friends
smite
with
him actually, or was it
stuff
a bit
like
smite
that.
crab?
Friends with rocks. That is,
109.
that's
Oh my
how
god,
it
thank you,
goes
Riot
when
Games.
When you're Ivan.
Old Ivern, 2 Krugs,
anyone.
open mid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's not the other team though.
No.
But
Nice
yeah, I
going
mean,
top.
I feel like as this game goes later, like there
He has
is
no
engage
push
options
top.
on the side of GENG, but like in a
He's going
grouped
mid.
5v5, DRX
Oh, Ivern's clear is crazy,
should
no?
be in
This
a really good
Peanut
spot.
is like just finishing
and,
his
you know, we look
Krugs.
at the composition of GENG. Top lane's obviously going pretty well so far, but like bot lane, you're getting pushed on a tower. Mid lane, the Tristana's gonna be having
get
a good
second
time.
smite for crab,
Kha'Zix
yeah, but
doesn't
also you
really
could have double
interact
crab,
much
no?
with lanes until level 6, so all things considered, DRX should have a smooth laning phase, but looks like Peanut's trying to break that up a little bit.
Yeah, you can see now, Doran wants to find the Q. There's
Oh,
the flash.
clean
He
by
guarantees
Doran.
it. Peanut's just going to wander over, dives on in, and that is going to be first blood.
Clean by
Flashes
Doran.
out. And top of the morning to you, Rascal. That is going to be the first kill of the game.
Easy
first
kill.
Going over to Peanut.
Yep, not a solo kill, but I'm sure.
But a solo death.
So isolated death, yeah.
There we go.
Ivern
Yeah,
can't even
stacking
take
up
bot
the
scuttle
numbers
because he
on
doesn't
there a
have
little
smite.
I think
Mama.
we're going to replay it. I think Doran plays this about as well as you can. You know, you kind of want to avoid your knockback being cancelled by the W off the Ornn, so flashes and goes for the third Q to
Well
really
played.
catch him out.
He
Get him
Q
to
flashed him in the
knockback,
E
and at that
animation,
point
so he
he's
couldn't
dead.
flash it because he's channeling.
He is on, so he's probably just going
Was
to
clean.
teleport back and continue building things and stuff like that, having a great time.
Trophy
not
last
gonna be
hitting,
the end
puck
of the
champ.
world or anything like that.
Okay, he gets boss
And you
grab
can
because of
see-
the mark. Big.
You know what I've just
Even out-
realized?
Yes.
The synergy, right? Maokai saplings empowered in brushes.
Or create
Ivern.
brushes for them.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine
Is
you're
it
standing
Cassandra
trying to
time? No, I
defend a
missed you.
tower, and a sapling
It's
gets
Ornn time,
thrown in,
baby.
and then
I'm Orny.
a bush just appears underneath it.
True. Rascal actually winning out on the trade here, as both of these top laners have teleported back, so an honest trade between the two. As Chovy and Fate just going toe-to-toe. Juhan just trying to make it a little bit more difficult for Chovy to play the game.
I feel like he's making it more difficult for Fate, though. He put the brushes there, and like Chovy was the one standing in them. So, not the most
Smite away
helpful always.
Raptors.
One of the
Juhan,
changes
nice.
I actually did with Ivern is that if you lose vision of brushes for like a certain amount of
Troll
time,
face.
they actually fade away quicker.
Peanut just
Which is
standing
quite
there for like 1 second was
Sometimes, like,
iconic.
put a brush somewhere, like in a lane like there, and then it would just end up favoring the other team.
Yeah, true. Oh, that's handy. That's all right. Doran just going to push these minions around, seeing whether he can find a few extra ones in order to move us towards 13.
Are you casting tomorrow? Yep.
Down towards the bottom side alongside Delight.
Casting the first two tomorrow and the first two on Sunday.
Tree. As Chovy puts a bear onto Fate. Has a giggle about it, as Annie is wont to do.
Yeah, that's just typical Annie matchup.
It really is.
It's just so frustrating to play against.
What about Monday? I'm not
This is
working
big
on Monday.
bad Tibbers, right? Basically, this is like
I'm not working on Monday.
Oh yeah,
Annie Red Riding Hood type situation.
Okay.
There's the
No
rocket
damage,
jump. Chovy, Cold Tibbers back.
No damage.
But no, it's just going to be the explosive charge.
You know what that was?
What was that?
Tier 2 boots. Chovy has Tier 2 boots, just able to walk it off, and Fate couldn't keep up, couldn't stack up the bomb.
W,
and,
Omega Lul,
this is actually
RK.
so
Shut
sad
up.
because these camps have been marked
Shut up.
Yeah.
already, so the time has been invested.
Peanut is actually killing Juhan's friends.
That
He
is
actually is
messed
killing
up.
his friends. That is fucked up.
The time has been taken to befriend
I know.
these critters. And Peanut's like, you know what? I'm not a fan of that.
No, he's
Which
not.
kind of fits in as well with the fact that it's the Little Red
Is there a
Riding
top
Hood.
dive here?
Yeah.
Annie.
And also, like,
it's just
Kha'Zix
resetting.
kind of based off Alien as well. You know, they didn't have a lot of remorse.
Oh.
Remember, that's an all-out. The special
Oh,
delivery! And he does manage to get some knockups here and there.
I like
but,
that a
he's
lot.
Still dead. Peanut's just going to jump on top
That
of it.
was
The
so
Goomba Stomp
clean.
going to come through there as, once again, the Ornn is dead.
Yeah, perfect angle, honestly, for that ultimate when you have your jungler just hanging out over there. Rascal not having a great start of this one. Juhan will just do what he does, and he comes over.
That was
puts
so
a bush
fucking
down,
clean.
Gives a shield. Job done.
Yep, that's it. That's some high-class Ivern play. They need to take care of their blacksmith in the top lane. He's having a rough time. His barrel doesn't quite have the aftershock anymore. He's a little
I like the Maokai tech. Rakan W's on you, you W it.
Arm's length pays.
And then until then, you
Bit
just
of
spam
damage
Q.
back as Juhan's going to make his way in. Brushes go down. There we go. Nailed it. Won the lane. There
He's
it is.
helping. He's
there it is.
contributing. You actually see a little bit of how the matchup goes though between the Maokai and the Rakan. The reason for this pick
This
is when
Ivern is
Rakan
just
W's
running around
in,
doing nothing.
You can actually use your W to go untargetable.
Feels
and
kinda
dodge
rough,
away
no?
from the knockup.
He's done
Sparrow did
no
there. Pretty sure if he got hit by that
neutrals,
W,
didn't
have
get
to
Drake
avoid
for
him
top
flash
dive.
at a
He's
minimum.
not really
So,
ganked anyone, got a
nice
flash.
play by
He's just
Barrow,
kind of
kinda
running
show
around
why he's
putting
up
shields on
against
his
this
mid bot.
matchup. And yeah, he's now level 6 already. He's actually level 6 faster than Paddock is.
Yeah, he was hanging out in that lane as Paddock was making his way back from base. So that means Nature's Grasp going to be available. There is the Feather Storm as well. Pay's still yet to get towards the Killer Instinct, but I'm sure he'll find it. There it is. And so, we're cruising towards the mid-game. Of course, Rascal, it's been a rocky ride thus far, but he's on. Doesn't really care. Tibbers comes down
Tibbers.
yet again. is provided a brush to hang out in. Thanks, Juhan. Juhan really is actually just a lawn provider.
You know what we can have in this game?
What's that?
Daisy against Tibbers.
Oh,
Ooh, the battle of the
matchup
rats.
For the ages.
Who do you think would win?
I think Tibbers.
I think it depends, like, how much...
Yeah, Tibbers versus Daisy, who wins? No shields.
Both
right
the
now.
champions are, like, helping. I think Daisy might end up winning. Like, if you're shielding
True.
Daisy and also the W given the on-hit damage.
Daisy cleans.
But I think if you just leave them to their own devices...
Can Daisy knock up Tibbers?
Depends. Is Leandri's going to be built?
Oh, true, that's a factor.
So I think
is Nash's going to be built?
Oh, yeah, see?
You know?
Yeah, then I think Daisy might win those.
Plenty of things to take into account. Where's Press the Attack? Okay. Peanut is going to be getting to work on this Drake, and in the meantime, Juhan will be taking down Shelly. Provide some plates for the team.
But I don't know if you're like a good... You can control Tibbers, can't you? With the, can you control Tibbers on any?
Pretty large brush, as it turns out.
You can, right?
I mean, considering you can hide like a Cho'Gath,
So you need to use good movement in the auto spacing with Tibbers. I think you can dodge the knock.
Hides in a little bit of grass.
True. Paddock's going to face check. That is a knocker. Peanut going to come on over, and Paddock's going to Feather Storm and die.
Kha'Zix looks very balanced.
Yeah,
what the fuck was that damage?
Eat there, but either way, walking in there, not the ideal situation. Especially when you have a Maokai on your team, you kind of want him to be there, checking those brushes with the saplings.
What is that damage?
And now they should be able to get some plates here for Hayes, but the Herald's going to come out in return. Herald and Daisy.
Oh dear.
There's the battle.
All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh no, but Fate's there, Juhan's there. Daisy's just
he smited him.
Just eradicated.
Yeah, I guess the winner is Smite. And also, Daisy had Herald as well. That's kind of cheating.
That was very
Bro, what happens if you get Yorick's maiden wife, Tibbers,
was put in the same situation as Rascal
Daisy, a Sylas ulted him, Tibbers and Daisy, and you put them in a 5-man ring fucking arena deathmatch.
Going to be used here by Rascal, who's Barmy Cinder actually helping him out. Oftentimes, I experience Barmy Cinder trolling me completely.
And a Shaco clone, yeah, let's put him in there too.
Not happening this time around. Worked out beautifully.
It's like, I'm going to go play the Krugs.
Auto Q, W. Q. Very balanced champ.
Delight just running around in circles a bit.
Maiden clears, really?
Pretty comfortable kill there for Peanut. That puts him on 3-0. Killing spree for the Kha'Zix. This is the best feeling for the Insectors. Teleport from GENG. They're looking for the bottom lane, and
ooh, nice flash.
It's a decent flash to try and get himself out of the way, and he will be able to survive. But now, no Feather Storm, no flash, no cleanse. Could make it hard moving forward.
The timing was actually really good in that, going for it when they knew the Feather Storm was down, but the execution from DRX really solid to try and mitigate. And now we actually see Fate has some alone time mid, so they might look to try and get some more plates here. Doran's moved to cover though. GENG waiting for Rascal to try and take any minions.
Yeah, Trevi just not going to let him do that, as we can see.
Have you seen the Baldur's Gate 3 scene? No, I haven't.
Peanut is going to be
What's the Baldur's Gate 3 scene?
By a Rift Sculler.
But Baldur's Gate's out soon, right?
Generally are. Not going to quite find too many Gromps or anything, as the Merkles also have been taken. So
to a better place.
His time a little bit.
By Ivan, so they can't be killed.
Yep.
3 weeks? That's huge though. Baldur's Gate's going to be a banger game, right? It's going to be a banger. I'm going to hopefully get the gang together, me, Vedi, Dracos, and Crepo, the Divinity Original Sin gang, and we're going to play it. But I feel like they're going to abandon me again. They're just going to abandon me again. Like it's not very nice.
Glaive now so can sort of play the vision game quite effectively. And this is what we saw. We had that series between GENG and D+, where both Canyon and Peanut played the Kha'Zix in different games, and it was very much about like suffocating the enemy out. Once you had that Umbral Glaive, once you're able to get a lead in terms of farm, and we'll see if Peanut
Have you played the early access?
Right
No,
now,
I haven't.
well,
Peanut.
The tree going to get burned down. Does have the Nature's Grasp,
no
has to flash to get out of the way of the grand entrance. Is going to be all right.
Is it a kill for Doran?
Rascal blows the Ornhorn, but Doran's going to be able to escape. There's the flash out of the queue.
I think he lives here, Rascal, maybe.
Down here. Does have the all-out
both
running,
Chad top laners just flash away.
Going to be able to get to safety. Nicely played from both of these top laners.
Well, I'd say Rascal's ult was a little bit,
I was thinking like the dash out of the way.
That was good.
From Doran was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I was giving it to them on that front.
Paddock.
But then did have to flash.
I don't know. It's just a classic GENG game.
Time, and that counts for something.
Peanut I don't know, they just slowly destroy you. And they pay respect to everything. They never test limits too hard, and
once again,
their lanes normally just get ahead.
Oh, there we go.
Walk in, shield, put some brushes down.
But Juhan is really just laning bot or mid. Look at their vision bot side. I don't think they need vision. He's gonna lane in the lane anyway.
DRX have not managed to get a kill yet, but they have quite a pacifist composition with Ivan
Santi, bust, 4,700 horsepower, flexed biceps, 329 armor, person shrugging, 201 Mr. Nervous sweat, unstoppable, no entry sign, a shield, shield goes over wall.
Towards Delight, and Delight was obviously getting threatened by Product. He might have not had to flash there, but plays it safe, wants to get out of a sticky situation. You know, especially compared to last series, when
Cassante is so OP,
for
isn't it?
T1 in terms of plates, not that much from either
Pod
side.
19 months, much love,
Both
Limbro.
teams have all towers standing still.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
with
Yeah, I'm saving my energy for when the Shy
plays.
plays. We really need to send him
I think
RNG.
that'll be the next port of call for both teams.
This is a must.
If the towers weren't standing still, would they be mobile? Like,
If the towers weren't standing
I
still,
thought
would they
towers
be
were always
mobile?
standing still.
Yeah, but they're not always standing up.
Huh?
Ah.
You know, sometimes they run out of health. They're gonna take a little lie down for the rest
Oh,
of the
they're
game.
still standing.
Yeah.
I thought that you'd played a game with like moving towers, just run around the map.
Yeah, Bloon's tower defense.
That would be kind of crazy.
That would be pretty fun.
Maybe that could be a game mode. As Doran's going to go all out.
How do they turn this into a play?
Damage here as the teleport does come forward from Chovy.
What?
They get the lockdown and Doran
They
just
turned
call
that
his
into a
friends,
kill?
and that works out for him.
This is just kind of being a little bit of a bully rascal.
That's
game
unbelievable, no?
Yeah.
They see a kill
Not
there?
letting him have fun, not
Holy
letting him scale
fuck.
up. But yeah. Now 0-3. He isn't on though. I mean, of all the champs that you've like, well.
As
he's
Rascal
on.
is just finishing off the last creep under the tower,
is kinda one
TP
of
to
them,
it,
you
so
know, it's not
Cassante
that
can
big of a
ult
deal.
and
He's becoming less
do damage.
and less
Any
on
chain CC
the
dead.
closer these
Like,
deaths
that's
get
just...
to 10.
And then Annie takes
Yeah,
over top,
that's
Cassante
what it's
TP's
kind of
bot, and now they play
fight.
for bot tower after...
That is true. He
They
does
take,
have the best item in the game.
And he will
They now
eventually
have
get
think
to the
Herald,
point where he
yeah.
hands out mythics.
This
upgraded
Cassante TP was a bit
so,
dangerous though, because they
you
could
know,
lose a fight here, but they have so much top and mid
It's
push
still a big deficit though.
from the
in
kill
favor of
onto
Gen G, and
Ornn
they are going for that second
that
Herald
they can
on
get this
take
and get out.
top tier one.
This sequence from
I like
Gen G
Axiom
was
to be the one
nuts.
grabbing it.
What?
Yeah, it's the one most mobile, I guess, so good battle dance and grand entrance and all that.
That's
sort
one of the
stuff.
craziest
Doran
sequences
gets
I've seen in a while.
assuming DRX rotate over. They will be able to secure this outer turret though in the mid lane. That is
They lost
certainly
mid tower,
good
though.
news. DRX
Tower
going
was
to even
low.
out the turret score. Chovy being able to deal with this top outer.
Yeah, and get an
They
objective
broke
bounty, and I think a big thing is there's a significant
First
goal lead
tower
favor
and
Gen
got
G,
Herald
but a ton of it is on
and got
Peanut.
out, even though they invested
And
TP to
Kha'Zix
fight
is
it and
significantly
defended
higher
bot tier
economy
1
than, like,
when
an
they were getting
Ivan.
Drake.
Ivan has cheap support items.
Like, that was a
Nice
crazy
stream.
sequence. Look at the map state, right? Map state, everyone's in base. He's trying to clear a wave. Chovy sees an angle. TP's on one of the last creeps. They get the kill. The Light's getting vision top side with Peanut. Then they contest the next mid wave to hold mid. They get top tier 1. Doran base and TP's bot. They get Herald.
Comes down
And then they can
obliterates
start
it.
playing for bot now.
Sort of how it goes.
What the fuck?
Sometimes
In like...
you get TP'd on.
Like that, the whole sequence is just open.
That's how it goes. Doran will collect an explosive charge from Fate here as the Witchy Tristana. Not my favorite.
All this just to get cleared by NRG.
Tristana fan.
Interesting.
That one's so good. What do you think of the
I like Dragon Tamer.
Yeah.
Dragon
They
Tamer's
lost Drake?
also
Yeah, I
pretty
think they realized they were losing Drake already.
The Dragon Swain skin. I'm not sure if that one's Dragon.
cool.
I think
Oh
that one.
yeah, that one's very cool.
Yeah.
And there's a Dragon Heimerdinger as well, right? We have
Yeah.
little
That
dragons
one's
instead of turrets. That one's cool. Fan of that?
I'm a fan of that.
Alrighty. Gen G setting up for a fight over Daisy and Scuttle. As Peanut dives in, he's got an evolved W. He's feeling good about that. Root Caller is going to connect as Doran's just going in.
Also,
As
chat, you know what
Cassante
happened
likes to do.
yesterday?
Pretty happy about it.
I was speaking to Moxie.
Fly, and then
You know what keyboard Moxie uses?
DRX. Ooh, Peanut
He uses
still
the
just on the
default
hunt.
Logitech keyboard. You know the
You know,
default one?
Yeah, Trigger Seed is
Chunky as fuck. Really soft, heavy, fat buttons.
Glad it's getting nerfed.
That comes with every computer you buy.
Ivan's getting nerfed.
He's been using that for like 8 years. I said, why don't you get a mechanical one or like something a bit quicker or like something...
Definitely.
He's like, no, I like
Daisy
this one.
getting nerfed a little bit.
Like he used
yeah,
it, dude.
shield, not so much.
He sent me a picture of it.
It is what it is. And I think that's the thing, like later in the game, you can just spam shield on people. And how is Caedrel supposed to assassinate them?
He was cleaning his keyboard. Bro,
Well,
look at it.
maybe we-
This is the one, you know that one? Logitech? Just a random fucking...
I mean, that's what he'll try.
It's crazy,
Maybe a
man.
little bit of E-ing.
Yeah, bit of E-ing. That could close the gap. I believe Kha'Zix's E is called Leap.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's the Logitech K120. That's what he uses.
I know. I
This is
like
what he
there's
uses.
some abilities
The
that
most
just have, like,
default
the most
Logitech keyboard
plain,
on the planet.
boring name that you like.
That one.
Yeah, and then there's
He
some
got
abilities
he
that are
got
just
Predator in
the most
Apex highest. He
convoluted.
fucking
You know?
gets top 100
ones
DPS
like
whatever in
really
Overwatch with that keyboard.
I mean, explosive charge. Just basically what it is.
Yeah, but that is still too weird, you know.
Yeah. Is there like
Like Leap could apply
Challenger
to,
in
like,
League.
slap?
Well, there's like Cleanse
That's
is
nuts.
just charge.
That's true, but it's
What
got
keyboard
a lot
do you
of
use?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't
that's
really care what
that
keyboard
does
I
kind of
use.
make it
I'm not
unique.
fussy.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Ooh,
mouse, it has
Nazo
to be a certain mouse.
doesn't have a name.
Oh my god, someone made this
Yeah.
emote. There you go.
That's just him.
Yeah. Oh, and your E in Meganar form is just Crush. And then just
That's
hop.
a good example. And Crush and Hop, yeah, good
Crush and
example.
Oh my god,
Crush and
XPP
hop.
I
Chomic
like wallop
detected.
as well, because you actually just wallop.
He's accurate.
That is fantastic. And otherwise you're hyper. I think Na's ability names, very good for us commentators. As Daisy, not very alive.
You kind of just say what they do, and you're correct.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The lore is getting deep now. First it was an
As Doran
XPP
also
Chomic, then it
going
was an
all out,
XPP,
you
then
know,
it was an
I like that.
XPP
That's a-
Chomic,
it's-
now
that
it's
was a good name.
detected. And it's on fire.
It kind of feels fitting.
Do you know what I don't like?
What?
Chum the waters.
What? For Fizz.
Yeah. I like
Isn't
Big
that
Shark.
fizzled?
I would prefer it if I could just say Big Shark, and I do. I just ignore the fact that it's called Chum the Waters.
Yeah.
Because it just, I don't know. It takes me out of the vibe.
I don't like saying it.
No, I don't like it.
The
There's a
fire
few
does
others.
nothing
I mean,
but makes me stronger.
Tibbers
We
is
are
pretty
infinite.
good. Just Tibbers.
It's actually summon space Tibbers.
Ah, like command space shockwave.
Yeah.
And every other ability.
Yeah. Gotta get the punctuation in.
Ooh, if you take away command, then Oriana's Q is pretty good, because it's just attack.
True.
Uh-oh.
As Paddock might be dead, there is a Feather Storm. He does have Flash, because we haven't really
Plus 58
done
gold.
anything for the last little while.
Yeah.
We're talking about ability names that we enjoy.
But now Paddock doesn't have ult, so they can just head over to Dragon and pick that one up pretty easy. So I don't think we're going to get some...
No Zaya ult and 58 gold. Easy clap for
it's
Peanut.
just gonna be a matter
This
of
is
time,
Gen G
you know.
for you. Just clean,
Second Dragon of the game.
smart,
And again, this is
tiny
one of the feeling
advantages
when you
over and
have
over and
this
over and over and over again that
Especially
stack
if
up
they
to
have the
eventually
Kai'Sa
you
as well,
lose the
kinda
game.
just poke,
Yeah.
maintain distance.
If they can stay on their own pace, then they just win.
Suffocate the
Like
enemy team out
Gen
of
G
the
is
game.
just that kind of team.
Kinda
If you
wish
don't
we
like disrupt
had,
their game state, then they're just gonna
a
walk around the map,
Cho'Gath in the game.
catch
'Cause
waves,
Then we'd have like the Vorpal spikes,
slowly
the
get
Void
leads through
spikes,
pushing
and the
lanes or
Void
like
Seeker,
chunking people out,
and like all the things that have like a very similar
choking you
name.
down, choking
Could
you
be
out.
kinda fun.
Very void themed.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's like Void.
Wait, everyone spam XPP Chomic detected. Spam it.
Something.
I want to see how much
But
fire we can get in the chat.
Isn't Kha'Zix W void spikes?
Yeah, I think it's Void Spikes is Kha'Zix W, and then Vorpal Spikes is Cho'Gath's E.
And then Q's Rupture, right?
Yes, it is.
W's...
And Barrel Scream! And then Armor Roll. That's Feast. But it's Armor Roll.
Yeah.
I think actually is the...
That's
That's
not
what
the
it's...
Gentleman Cho'Gath, the noise he makes.
Oh, Rupture, up you go. My all-time favorite voice line in the game.
I think Gen G will have a
Gentleman
perfect
Cho'Gath,
split.
what a skin. Anyway,
Yeah.
we've sold a lot of skins today. As Void Seeker
Yeah.
is going to find
think they
Juhan,
will.
well named.
My phone, actually,
Gen
mobile
G
users are
parking
getting
themselves around this Baron. It's been
getting
alive
murdered.
for a couple of minutes thus far. And Chovy killing minions in a
Okay, stop
side lane.
spamming. Mobile users are gonna get blasted.
He
Don't do
does
it.
sometimes do that. Currently 20 CS above the clock. Nicely done. Close to 30. But he's 10
If they made
ahead
7
of
TV
Faith,
for
who is
mobile,
just
this would
drawing
fix
beats,
everything.
Having a pretty good time as the Tristana, to be perfectly honest. 0-0-0. Kind of happy scoreline, honestly.
Yeah, and honestly,
for a scaling champion.
if this game keeps going in this direction, I don't think DRX are too against it. You know, they're obviously in a big deficit now, but if the game just continues on and they get to build some more items, like both the carries now have Kraken Slayer and Navori, which is a nice spike. If they get to 3 or 4 items, they're in a really decent spot to teamfight. And obviously, the Drakes kind of put a timer on that, but maybe Gen G feel pressured at some point to start a Baron, in which case DRX could look for something. We've now seen the first ornament come in for Rascal, so he's going to soon be able to upgrade his allies' items. And I feel like that's the point. You know, once you've upgraded a few
Mobile looks
your
so
allies'
bad.
items, they've got like 3 or so.
Yeah.
I think maybe you opt in there.
Oh, all right. We're making friends with the Brambleback, and Peanut not going to be able to take it away.
Slow
One
and
of the
steady.
annoying things about facing an Ivan is when you're like trying to contest a buff, and he just
yoink.
Yeah.
Yep.
Low counterplay.
It's good
Slow
though.
and
it
steady.
reminds me of, you know, like you're going
Will
in
they start
to
a
save
Baron?
the animals.
Maybe not. Can they throw the game by
and
starting
it
Baron?
does
Yes,
do
they
that.
can. Okay, well then we'll just keep playing for mid tower.
Stop! These are my friends.
Exactly. It's like, quickly get out the back door. Something like that. The brown back's like, all right. And out he goes.
We're cooking.
Daisy, gonna get subbed out for now. We'll see whether Juhan is gonna put her back
We
in
got bot tier 2. Nice. They have no TP on Ornn. Feels like DRX are kind of forced to start Baron and get this fucking Sante TP, but Tristana just based.
We'll send that entire wave over there.
Give GENG some pace. Yeah, I'm trying.
Umbral Blade going to spot out his the control ward. And
I'm trying to bring up the pace.
It really has been a game that is kind of slowed down, and maybe it does work out.
I have mobile with 7
DRX,
TV
or
Giga Chat.
maybe
Really?
They are just putting off the inevitable.
How the fuck did you get that?
It's like in Lord of the Rings when the Ents are having that conversation.
The Ent moot, yes.
And it takes like a really long time.
Yeah, for each word.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that sort of vibe.
Yeah. And we're like Merry and Pippin, and we're just waiting. waiting.
Come on, you need to fight them!
Yep.
And they finish saying
Fight.
good morning.
Fight. Dude, if I was in the LCK, I'd get them all to start chanting fight.
Mary was a bit smarter.
Fight.
I think that fits.
Come on, someone start Nash.
I wonder whether Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan are also in the same boat. I wonder whether their personalities outside of the actual hobbits that they were representing is similar.
I feel like
Let's do a golden kappa check. Come on. They've increased the amount of raids so we can get golden kappas. There's definitely one in this chat. I know there is.
Yeah,
Show me a golden kappa check.
Oh.
Haven't seen as much.
You know they play League, right?
Yeah.
Not one?
I think it was a Travis Gaffin interview with him or something like that.
I saw that,
Not one?
Very cool stuff. I'm glad that
Do
we
I have
actually
it?
went completely off topic and then brought it back on topic
Nope.
again to at least League of Legends,
Cringe.
not this game. Because nothing's happening in this game, guys.
There's golden tech W's.
Who do you think out of the Lord of the Rings characters would be best on League of Legends?
Legolas.
La la la, my name's GENG. I wait for dragons.
He'd be one of those people that doesn't tilt, but like you don't know whether he doesn't tilt.
DRX can eat it. I don't know.
And he'd be an 80 carry player, of course.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way. Skating downstairs and stuff like that. Who would be the best teammate though?
Probably Aragorn. He'd be like in plat and he'd do like rousing speeches. Like, come on guys,
Yeah.
we can win this. And he'd play Garen every game.
Oh yeah.
For Gondor!
Yeah. And he'd run him by himself, and that's why he's unfortunately still in flat. As all right, Doran's gonna
Okay, they
find a
TP'd for a
flank angle.
fight and they
Saved.
disengaged it.
As there is a potential fight, he does.
GENG
pull
thought there was a
Rascal back.
5% chance we could lose that fight. Let's back.
That was the
sort of
closest.
happened.
That was the closest we've had to a fight in the whole trilogy.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting towards Mordor though. Okay, here it is. The call of the Forge Garden. Doran says no to CC. Pace says I'm too far away. And Peanut says I'm taking a dragon, guys. Like, just, you know.
Making them bleed sideways, that's why they forced a top fight. They disengaged to make the Ornn lose more.
Not sure.
La la la, so points. DRX gets frustrated, they try to overforce, and then GENG punished them. Nope, Delight dies.
For the dragon. Fantastic use of the ultimate there from Beryl. Good to see them on the board now in the kill department. There's still a 6,000 gold lead for GENG, but without Delight, the engage becomes far more difficult. Peanut looking to clear out vision. Beryl off to the side. He doesn't have the Nature's Grasp.
Okay, here comes the force.
This is an optimistic Baron. As Doran's taking a lot of damage, though these feathers are scary.
Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Bad.
Beryl gives him a way out.
Very bad. Oh my god, Doran is insane. Casanting. What? How did GENG win that fight?
But this is so scary. Pace has so much damage, and the nurse is
Could flash if he wants, but
yes, he does look a little bit injured.
looks like
but
he's got
this is not. No, this is not the answer.
How did they win that?
Like it missed. But if your name's Pace,
Doran just carried that.
hit those.
Yeah, I think we're so focused on Chovy dying to the Tristana bomb that it kind of like we missed the fact that GENG just
Doran is carrying this game.
that fight.
I mean, Peanut got loads of free kills, but
so
Doran, holy
from the
moly.
replay, obviously Delight just
His
a little
setups on the top
overextended
ganks.
and so easy for the Maokai.
Delight gets caught in ditch.
Take him out.
Doran in a team
They used Maokai Zaya Ornn ult already.
Yeah.
But I thought they were fucked here when Doran gets chunked out. And then they get a flash Maokai W. But he takes
with the ult.
Beryl, gets the kill. Then watch this Q3 flash. Oh, 2 men onto the...
Massive in this team fight, finding
Oh
that
my
knock
god.
there. just a huge performance, considering he was focused down at first as well.
Yeah, and I feel like I saw this yesterday or the day before, where it was.
I take it back. Doran's good.
It might have been Dudu or somebody else was playing the Cassante. They did the walk up.
Oh, nice hit for Delight. Normally, if he's on Bro, the game's lost there.
I love how they show.
I was expecting to see
he's
that.
on Gen G, so it's one.
He's just chilling, you know, not a participant in that team.
Nope. Daisy also not a participant on the Rift anymore. And that was Soul Point
18 months
as well.
and only
now
18 brain cells left.
Shut up.
And after a whole lot of nothing, talking about Lord of the Rings and things like that was happening, we find ourselves in a game state where Genji are 13,000 gold in the lead.
Yep, they're 13k up randomly.
On this Cassante, going up against 280 carries, that makes a lot of sense. And he is ridiculously tanky at this point.
Yeah. And Rascal, he's lying in wait. He's being the sentinel that DRX need. And he's being hit by spikes over and over again.
I just saw Fate put like an explosive charge on Doran. And I didn't even see his health move.
No, it may not have. There might have been a shield there. Glide also has one of those. Rascal taking
look, there's another.
Somewhat meaningful damage. Peanut needs to get out of the way. He's not quite that tanky. As Void Seeker is going to find Beryl.
Kha'Zix W, Kai'Sa W.
Squishy's actually, Peanut's doing a lot of damage. Beryl.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, the Root Caller going to get him in there, but he's not actually able to dive on
Nice
Peanut.
prediction on Voice of Yamato. He was on Euphoria as well.
Yeah, that may have
Look, I believed you guys at the start of the split. I said S tier. BD S tier. That backfired. I lost faith. Okay? Don't say I'm a doubter.
That is why he's doing this, I swear.
I was a believer.
That's what it feels like to me anyway, as Paddock is just clearing out the wave as best he can. These brushes being thrown down everywhere. Daisy lurking, looking for her opportunity to strike.
You know, I think until DRX have Lord Dominic's on both of their 80 carries, it's going to be really hard to kill Doran.
Yeah.
And he is just going to sit on them and do an ungodly amount of damage while being invincible. And how much armor does he have at this point? Like, it must be like 400?
All of it. The most
500?
Yeah, that is an obscene...
A million?
An obscene amount of armor. Maybe a million. It might be a million. I think that might be the technical amount of armor that he has.
Yeah.
No, he has 429 armor, doesn't he?
Exactly a million.
Enough.
Let's go with that. Exactly a million. They do have the Navari Quicker Blades as well completed, as Beryl is dead.
Does Doran die?
Forward. They do get the rocket jump out of Fate, but has he actually gone far enough? Great knock up onto Paddock, but he's still going to stay alive.
Oh,
Haze, though, gets the Feather Storm out, Supercharger to reposition, and now FaZe could be...
Oh, they're also low, but Doran has TP.
Could be caught out, but he's not going to be. And that is the inhibitor turret going down.
They have a bot wave as well.
Even though the fight isn't quite
oh my god,
over
Pace, stop being broken.
The base might be. And the wallets are just so heavy, Orcs.
Yep, bit too heavy. I mean, the item difference...
It's 15k gold lead.
It's just ridiculous. Doran's just walking up without a care in the world. They will take 2 inhibitors, and now, perfectly timed, there's a dragon in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Which will be sold.
And Infernal Soul, I hear...
You can't argue, Genji's fundamentals are some of the best.
Also, like, you have champions like Kai'Sa and Kha'Zix who are great at proccing it with a long-range poke, but also, like, if you have Cassante jumping on you, you just added extra damage when he was already immortal.
Some of the best fundamentals.
It's really not. So, DRX are trying to move up and contest, but that immortal man himself is there saying...
He's fighting Daisy, though.
He's fighting everyone.
Yeah, and
Pace.
Pace. That's a killer instinct.
W.
He just dives in on top of
W
Paddock,
again.
and now they find the all-out. Doran gets himself in, gets himself out, and he'll take Fate with him as well. Peanut just looking for his target. The insect lurking in the backline as Beryl taking a lot of damage. He's trying to be the hero for his carries, but he's just going to go down. The resets are starting to fly through. Level 17 Kha'Zix.
Well, it's just another game where they made one mistake and it was Delight, but then they turned it into a good play. One mistake.
Nexus is taken out. Infernal Soul and all the rest of it here for Gen G. And honestly,
16k
they were
gold lead.
never under too much threat throughout this game. Blade Caller kind of large there. Hayes taking a bit of damage. Some flashes being thrown around, but in the end, it is another
Christ.
Gen G victory that we're starting to get used to here in the LCK. But only game 1. Chance for DRX to bounce back as we head towards game 2.
Yeah, it definitely felt like
Just sort of continue to do it here. So Croco making his way back in again. It's been a while since we've seen him, of course. Subbed out for understandable reasons, to be honest. Was not having a great performance.
Oh no, there's
the
DRX fans in the audience.
And honestly, the
Stay
iteration
strong.
that we saw in game 1 was the best that DRX have managed to do, performance-wise, I think. as far as this team is concerned. But we've
Please
seen
stop playing
far
League again
higher
on stream.
highs.
Look, I'm gonna say it. League solo queue is depressing. It's fucking annoying. It just fucks with everyone's brain. You lose, you're sad. You win, you're barely satisfied. It's a waste of time. Solo queue is a waste of time. I'm gonna say it. Respect the people that can wake up and play 5, 6, 7 hours of solo queue every day on their stream. But bro, it's either you're depressed or you're like borderline satisfied. The fact that you managed to climb like 50 LP. And I don't want my happiness to come down to my solo queue rank.
But I think something we've
Maybe at the end of the year we'll grind.
Is that teams who are playing these sort of kite back, peel back compositions have been struggling. Especially those in the lower end of the standing. And the teams who have more agency in the game or able to set up plays, be the ones being proactive, have tended to excel. So DRX's composition in theory makes
this is why I don't play solo queue.
Plays out in the team fights, but getting there, not falling super far behind, and also being able to start the fights in your terms, all these things seem
right there.
more difficult for them when they kind of just wanted to play it front to back.
Yeah. Difficult situation here for DRX. I do want to go into something that Micro said. He said that he feels like, you know, the team's goal is obviously to make the playoffs, and he feels like there's a 50% chance. And do you know what? I agree. Either they make the playoffs or they don't.
That is very true.
There are one of two options. That sounds like a 50-50 to me.
I'd honestly, you know, 3-7 scoreline. It's the thing is like I said, spring.
You whenever Leeson gets nerfed, nah, I give up. I don't play solo queue anymore.
6th and 7th, that was quite sizable.
Yep.
I'd say quite early on, we kind of had playoffs locked.
Ooh, they won Zaya over Poppy.
I think it's going to be a nail biter, and we'll get towards the end of the season. We'll be like, oh, these teams are contesting for it because there isn't like a clear 6th place team.
They had to ban Kai'Sa, Tristana, and pick Zaya. Oh, it's Pays Aphelios, baby.
Aphelios coming in for Pays. Obviously, he is phenomenal on this
No
pick.
nerfs just yet.
We have really seen the priority dropped off. Not since the nerfs for Aphelios are not live, they're on 13-13, but all of his items, all of his friends, all of his everything was nerfed. You know, Bloodthirster, Gale Force, Overheal, Yumi, Milio, all targeted. And that really
enjoyed the mystery minigames that you did.
Certainly did.
What do you mean the mystery minigames? You mean the puzzle game? You mean the one with Moxie?
On the Poppy.
Zaya?
The one with Moxie's not good.
Unfun experience, generally speaking.
Disfun. As Rel going to be locked in alongside the Zaya here for Beryl, of course. One of his more famous picks from back in the day.
Yeah, but that game was so hard. Like, that game I played for like 2 hours and my brain was fried.
All of Rel's strength that we've seen with the changes, she has struggled to translate into wins. I feel like the execution is harder on this champ compared to some others.
I was gonna queue up for solo queue, but your speech just stopped me. Bro, don't queue up for solo queue, don't do it. Like, trust me, I know you want to press that button, but if you've got anything else to do, just do it. Because what's gonna happen is, this is your list of tasks to do, okay? And you wake up and you think, oh yeah, I need to get like maybe 2 or 3 of these things done. You play one solo queue, you lose. Your task, you grab that, you fucking throw it up, and you throw it out the fucking window, and then you queue up again and 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 again. It's only until you get on a win streak you're like, oh yeah, my list. Okay, do your list first, then let your mind get fucked. Okay, don't do the other way around.
Go for something a little bit more safe towards that top side. He does generally like
don't do the
to
other way
play
around.
weak side in a lot of their matchups, and they could wait and counterpick for Chovy, make sure he's as comfortable as possible.
I feel like with the Vi there, Vi-Ari is a combo that I think, even though it's kind of fallen off a bit, we haven't seen it as much, still so good for Peanut and Chovy. So wouldn't be surprised to see them target that one. And we'll see. You know, I think Genji, I feel like they'll go the direction of giving counterpick towards Doran in this situation.
You'd expect so. That's generally the top lane thing to do.
My sync is leaking help. Yeah, just put some tape on it.
He's often just like, I'm going to pick my thing, and you guys go ahead. Cassante going to be taken away here. So Jax, Cassante, Renekton, and Rumble. All 4 of them taken off the board.
Put some tape on it.
See something a bit different here as there is the Ahri. I actually like this ban from DRX because if GENG decided to lock something in for Doran, like a Gragas
the
or
Poppy
an
Flex is kind of nice.
Like that, and then they pick the Ahri instead, although the Azir is available, I guess.
Yeah.
But if they pick the Ahri instead,
I didn't mean the puzzle game yet. The older one with the knife and the burglar, and the one with the bomb.
As far as that combo is concerned,
the one with the knife and the burglar, and the one with the bomb.
They could put the Poppy top, and they could go like
the knife and the burglar.
Yone in this situation.
What game was the one with the knife and the burglar?
That'd be pretty slick, because the expectation, you know, we think about
The knife and the burglar.
being in the jungle role, but a flex here
Bam,
could be pretty
bam.
potent. Not sure what else. They could just go for something a bit more tame.
Oh, keep
into
talking
the
and nobody
Azir,
explodes.
But I think be daring, you know?
Yeah. I think you should just go for it. Sejuani part of it going to be locked in.
That's
Yeah,
half
that game
of
was
it.
fun.
All right.
The other half's right there. You know you want to.
It could be
That game was fun.
Sejuani Yone, or Fate could go all in.
Sejuani Poppy? Yeah, we need a not that. Ooh, mama.
That is another one.
I don't know about that
that
one,
is
bruv.
something you
I don't know about that
can
one.
do.
I don't know about that one.
Yes.
Syndra, thoughts?
And there is
Actually,
a
against Brown?
DRX skin for
Okay,
this
fine.
champion. So they get
I don't like Akali into
How could I
Vi.
forget? It's all about the skins, you know?
Exactly. And this is the only one
What's
that
he
they
gonna pick?
have
Top
for
into
this
Poppy.
particular composition.
You know,
Come on,
Fate
GP?
would
Is it a
probably
GP
say
game?
Yone,
Actual
and
GP
the
game?
coach is like,
Thoughts?
well, we don't have a skin for Yone.
GP game. It's a GP game.
Audience
Oh,
is-
yeah, baby. Give it to
I
me.
guess.
As Doran gonna jump back on.
Alright, I'm
to
gonna
the
run
game plank
ads. If
once
you ever want to
again.
avoid ads,
This
you
time
can use
into
your
the
tier 1 on
Poppy,
Twitch
big
Prime, or you
Corin
can be like Expert
from
Factor and get
Rascal.
luckily a
He's
gifted
like,
sub.
"Alright, it's on."
You won't miss anything in the
And
stream.
we'll see how
You know the
Doran's gonna do.
drill. I
Last
promise you
time
won't
he
miss
played
anything.
Gangplank, it was pretty impressive.
Pog off. I
This
hate you,
time around
Caedrel. I'm
might be a
closing your
little bit
streams.
different,
Suck
and
my
of
fucking
course,
nutsack.
with,
I get it.
Poppy Sejuani up towards the top lane. It's going to be Rascal on the set as well.
Yeah.
get it.
Could
I get
You
it.
know, we saw one flex.
let's go,
There's
man.
more levels of flexes, right? Last game,
Yeah.
they're flexing the
XDD.
trees. This game, they're flexing the tanks. There's just too many layers.
Exactly. Flexing the trees. That make it, they were like bamboo.
Yeah.
You know, relatively flexible.
Yep. And it's like in a cartoon when you flex it back, and then if you sit on it, you go flying off into the distance.
Yeah, and it's
Which is
little
what
star thing.
Poppy does.
I get it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh man, there are too many layers.
It all makes sense.
Oh. Okay, I need to wrap my head around
Pork,
this. There
let's
needs
go,
to be
man.
like some sort of animation as we get into the game.
Rate
Maybe some
tartar.
augmented reality so we can look at the comps again.
That'd be pretty cool.
That could give me a little bit of time to get
So
my head around
really
exactly what this
comprehend
all
what's
means.
going on.
I don't think I'll get there.
Oh,
It's starting to
let's
form
go,
a
man.
picture in my mind. I'm starting to get there, thinking out loud here just a little bit. It's not quite working. As there's the little Chovy cat that doesn't really apply anymore. Now that he has got his braces off, they have done all of their work. DRX, they have one of the champions that has the DRX skin. It's going to be used by Fate. It wasn't used by Zeka the other day, which was very, very sad. And Sejuani top, making her way back to the LCK. It's been a very long time since she's been back up there. As GENG, just a tried and true front-to-back team fighting composition with Peanut on the Vi. Let's see how they go as we hop onto the Rift for Game 2.
Sorry, I had to do the thing.
Oh, did we not get fan chants? Where are the fan chants? Did we get them?
That was really weird. That threw me off.
Yeah, no fan chance.
GENG, Hana, set.
Genji fighting.
Okay. I'm still waiting. Oh well, the
Get a pause so we can get the fan chance in?
I was gonna
DRX,
say,
no,
like,
do
can we
set.
just
DRX
can we do
fighting.
a replay or something?
Can we do a remake?
I did it for
I
them.
don't know whether we need to go that far. Don't need to go that far. Well, let's just assume that the fans chanted. Maybe it was because the one of the DRX fans was like ear-splittingly loud last time, and they couldn't trust it again. They didn't want to blow up people's
Oh shit!
ears.
I was almost gonna write the wrong
I'm
person.
entirely sure. This is not a the most popular Poppy skin. It's like the reindeer
Is Genji doing all this just to get 3-0'd by JDG or BLG? No, they're doing all this just to get 3-0'd by G2, buddy.
Yep, Hammer Bell.
Look,
Does it
DRX
go
is younger.
Bell
Yeah,
sound?
they have Croco. They subbed out to Juhan.
Neither do I. Everyone just
Poor
plays
Juhan, man.
Lollipop
Bench warmer
controller,
for over a year now.
in
Even
my
more, maybe.
experience.
You know, there will be players who don't know what original Lollipop looks like.
I know, it was so scary.
Which is probably for the best.
Yeah, it is
E-star
definitely
GP?
for the best.
Oh yeah.
Was,
You like
don't
E.
need to, like,
I remember
get
when I was
into
learning
the
GP,
loading
on the
screen
first wave, you like
already.
E the
It's a
top
horror
brush.
show, you know? Like,
Then on the first 3
that's-
creeps, you like
it's supposed to
E,
be a horror
E,
show after
E,
the first
auto,
15
boom,
minutes of
get the
game.
first 3
No,
creeps and do
not
damage to the melee champ in the melee
loading
matchup.
screen.
yeah.
Actually, Sejuani top. I thought it was Poppy top.
As Fate and Trophy doing some battle. in
Poppy
this
top
one.
versus GP is complete horror matchup, so maybe they think
Very
Sejuani's better.
position of DRX. We're doing an interesting one.
Raptors into enemy Raptors?
I
Holy
do
fucking
think
Croco, base
Doran is
spaffing.
going to have a pretty chill time in the top lane. Obviously, there is kill potential.
He's gonna go
because
for red, but I don't know if
Sejuani
he's gonna
into
get that
the
in time.
gangplank.
He's
We've
gonna
seen
ditch.
this when this matchup was there before. You kind of stack up your passive, stun, and it has to be post 6, and then you ult after he oranges.
Ah, he's
and
going
then
for
you
Krug.
come up
Smart.
there with the ignite. But
Smart
for the
by
most
Croc.
part, I think Doran should be okay to try to just farm up in this matchup, and eventually will be an absolute menace.
See whether that is going to be the case.
Oh, he didn't do the Crux. He just ran back to the red. What the fuck is Croco smoking?
Peanut, who punches him a whole bunch of times.
Why don't you just take Crux?
To level 3. Vi with a large advantage in the jungle at the moment.
He's going around to fight it.
To get the cannon minion.
Bro, Croco is like...
still going to fight this one, as you
can see. Sejuani coming, actually.
Yeah, Peanut has to be so careful because Rascal's moving over, and if you end up next to a wall,
it worked.
Then you will get slammed into it. And
you will get slammed into a wall.
Yep, Peanut is going to head towards the Dragon Pit by the looks of the pings and look to steal away the enemy Brambleback. As Rascal does have his wave right up against Doran's turret. And that means that I don't think Croco is going to be finding a gank anytime soon.
He just wanted a creep for level up.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite ready to dive at this point.
Because Raptor's red is not level 3.
He's going to cross over and steal away his opponent's red. Just to balance things out. And honestly, you could transition quickly
and
off
if DRX bot lane dies in his bot gank when Poppy splits the map, we're going to have a conversation after this game, boys.
Looks like he just wants to mosey around in the jungle a bit more.
Yeah, he could get the Krugs as well.
Nope. I'm closing my eyes. They're not dying to this gank.
This is Peanut.
They're not dying to this gank. It's impossible. It's impossible. They're not dying to this gank. You can't die to this gank.
Waiting for ADC AR.
Psyduck is fine.
Immediately as the Vault
Everyone's
Breaker
fine.
does
No
come
one
over.
died.
Beryl finds a double stun though. Very nicely done there.
Yep.
Blade Caller also to snare them for a little bit longer. As Peanut's going to limp out of this one.
Perfect.
Chovy down pretty low as now Croco with an opportunity to get himself a Rift Scuttler. Nicely played from the DRX jungler so far.
But also credit to Beryl there, because the focus was clearly going to be on Parduk, and he played Interrupt to stop the Q from Peanut without vision. He just knew he was going to be there because he saw them walking up in such a way.
He sensed it.
And one of the things as well within New
Is that what you're
Realm
telling me? He
is that
sensed
your
it?
E increases your speed and an ally speed, so a little bit of extra mobility to try and get you out of a sticky situation. And all things considered, the fact that Parduk kept his flash, it's just the supports trading their flash and shut you down a cleanse.
He senses it.
I think he's pretty happy with that.
Absolutely. And Delight not having Hex Flash either. So just definitely a trade down.
Oh, so yeah, he loses his flash just to have nothing.
Exactly. Beryl doesn't even lose Flash. He's still got Flash. As you can see, he's charging over and over again. Having the greatest of times. Being able to press your Flash button and not worry about it, that is liberating.
Yeah.
It's a great
The weirdest thing though is when you're trying to press Hex Flash, his Flash is about to come up, and you just regular Flash.
Yeah.
Oh, Chovy just got rolled.
It is
definitely hasn't
okay,
ever
Fate
happened to me
griefed.
before.
No, it never happened to me either. Always perfect timing on that one. But I also, like you know, I am never mind, a little bit of a fight here towards bottom side. Beryl not going to get stunned up. It'll be fine. But as
Chat
you know,
is
I actually
Caedrel
think
in
that
mating
putting
season.
Flash on
What the
cooldown is
fuck
just
are you guys? Dude, this
you
chat
have
is
Hex
so
Flash.
weird.
Just keep it Hex
I
Flash.
need to take a base here soon, this DRX
I
spot.
actually think if that Keystone
really
was
awkward.
just you spawn into the game with just Hex Flash forever, I'm down.
Just pushing base. Bad base timing though. Is it a bad base timing?
No, it's not about that. I would prefer, like, I think Flash should be used.
Kinda have to.
Purely message sending.
Oh yeah.
Regards.
Like when you're in an ARAM at the start, you just flash in front of each other.
Yeah.
And then you see how many people you can get to do it.
Yeah. And you flash on the spot as well. You don't go in.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mr. Mark Lamont.
It's just,
I'm writing on your behalf on Deutsche Telekom. As a result of your neighbors' complaints regarding your disruptive primate-like noises and schizo-rants, we have decided to take action for public good. Effective immediately, your internet is cancelled. Shut up.
I didn't like it very much.
I didn't like it. So the good things is you can farm in a side lane very effectively and be quite a menace. It kind of works in a similar way to Chem Tank Akali in the fact that your mobility...
Oh no, he's playing Static Akali, man. I feel like Static Akali is just so useless.
Oh, Fate is going to get Emperor's Divided. As Delight comes on over, does manage to get at least
I am not a fan.
Stacking up.
Yeah, that's flash and ult used by Fate there.
Yeah, it has to use the whole kit and caboodle.
So not going to have much pressure against Chovy after that. I believe you also saw the Emperor's Divide come in, so... But yeah, so Shiv is going to mean you have pressure in the side lane and all that stuff, and you have a lot of farming capability. We saw Zeka build up a big lead. He also got a lot of early kills in the skirmish, but then it rounded out with him being pretty useless despite being 5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like Akali's a champion where you really want to be driving up the spikes, but if you're going the Shiv, it's delaying like your actual damage on your abilities quite
Holy Aphelios wave clear.
I'm not overly convinced. Maybe Fate will try and persuade us otherwise.
Well, we did see, you know, Closer debuting the Shiv LeBlanc, and that didn't work at all. And then we saw Showmaker, and we were calling for a desperate hotfix. You know, on the same day.
But also,
I spilled Coke on my desk. Can you help me lick it up? Shut up.
And he went 5-0.
Yeah. So theoretically, if it ain't good there, it's probably not. Is that what we're saying?
That's my intuition.
Okay. Well, we'll see whether you are just categorically wrong or whether you're going to be correct. Orcs, that's what, that's it's all about the learning experience.
That's the life of being a color caster, honestly.
Oh, precisely. As Paddock, he doesn't have levels. He does have level 6. Never mind. He's fine. Magnet Storm still being waited for here for Barrel.
Has no regular flash. Still only the Hex flash.
Paddock sniffs something.
He still has flash.
Schniffer.
Wow. He's not going to be able to charge up here.
That's cease and desist.
No,
And
that's
going to be there. Barrel's
that's
like,
not much counterplay there, is there?
You know what?
Go on.
I don't think he had flash.
Well, he does now.
Oh, it's back up.
That's
go.
no
That's
real
good
counterplay at all.
You know,
Absolutely.
some precise timers for the side of GENG, or they just went for it and hoped for the best.
And honestly, if Barrel had a flashed, that would have just put it on cooldown again. And Pays, he's going to grab 2 plates very comfortably. Red-white guns well and truly set up, having a pretty good time. Croco going to trade it for a Rift Arrow. Certainly good news for DRX. Can use that mid, try and open up the map if they can. But GENG getting this lone Cloud Drake. Very sad for me. Hopefully next one is going to be Chemtech. And then there it is. Beautifully done. Now we don't need to worry. Just hope that it's not an Ocean, because I'm just not a huge fan of Ocean.
Stop saying F.
I do like the Rift.
Dude, this game is kind of resonant, isn't it?
I want Hextech.
Hextech?
Hextech just...
For the gates or for the soul?
Both.
It's Kinder resonant.
I think Hextech
What is
Rift
this
is fun, and I think Hextech Soul is silly. But I also think individual
No, I'm not letting
Hextech
pots
Drakes
then.
feel
That's
good
not
to
happening.
get as well.
Yeah, I do like just the fact that when you have Soul, it's like, okay, we got Soul, we're in a pretty good shot of winning this. But maybe
I mean, there's no
sometimes it can be a
counterplays
bit
there.
too much,
Vile,
you know?
GP ult, Brown, passive,
Hextech is
Helios route,
definitely
like where is he
Bit of
moving?
a heavy one. Maybe you want a lighter meal sometimes.
Yeah.
I would
You saw
love to
GENG,
move.
illustrate the amount of the amount of difficulty it is to press R on Vi and kill someone.
Not much difficulty.
No, it was well set up, of course. Peanut in the right place at the right time, as he has been all series long. And Doran back on his island over the top lane. And going even in farm. And if you see, like my rule for Gangplank is if you see that he's going even and he's not feeding, then he's winning.
Why do they use
by a
Herald?
considerable margin.
And he
Also,
is
the
gonna
minmap is
be
bugged. That shows that mid and
so
bot
hard
tower
to deal
don't
with
have
later.
platings on
Here's
them.
the
What they
thing,
do.
right? DRX have this. They have this composition where you have the Zaya, and then you have the Akali, and those are like your main sources of damage. And Akali isn't really like a big DPS threat, and also is going to be liable to get blown up by all this AoE damage on the side of GENG. It's not going to be fun trying to survive through all that. And I just think it's going to be so hard for Paddock to deal damage.
Yeah.
And he gets focused down, and then you're kind of relying on your front line and Akali. That's why I feel like the Akali just doesn't mesh as well. Because the thing with the Yone, as much as it's like similar that you're diving in long fights, Yone just keeps pumping more and more and more damage.
And you also have the ability to group your enemies up, get them out of position, things like that. I think his ultimate is that little bit more with the added CC.
Maybe it shows him when
like
one's fallen,
Akali,
yeah.
who is you're either
Bro.
dead or you're not.
Yeah.
Someone wake me up. What's going on this game?
Really
When's the Shy playing?
in a team fight as well. Really does add to that value. I see what you're saying. Of course, Fate has been a pretty good
Father
Akali player
Caedrel.
in the past.
Chomic plus solo
You do
queue
have to
equals
think back
XPP
a fair
Chomic.
way to find a lot of his success on the pick.
You know, I'm going to say it. I think for most Akali players, you have to think back quite a far way for the success on the pick.
True.
It's been a while.
A kill on Rascal inbound.
Shown up, and of
Pulse
all
champ.
the Shiv champions, which people have tried a lot on,
Pulse champ.
I wouldn't really put her in the top tier by any means. Uh-oh.
Peanut's here once again. Oh, he's going to interrupt the Arctic Assault with the Ball
Peanut,
Breaker. And Rascal,
Peanut
I think,
sack.
knows that he is dead. As we've got barrels flying around, and there it is. Peanut going to lock up the kill. And
Actually, I'm really excited to play Welcome to the Game.
Peanut Show. I wonder if he'll pick up a POG this
Welcome
time,
to the
or whether
game.
Doran is going to pop off in the late game once again.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think in the previous game, Doran did a lot to set up the ganks by himself, you know, with the Xante. Here, Peanut's been the one making it happen, you know. He's been the one initiating, finding the angles. And, you know, this Sejuani in the GP, I said it does have
Hackerman?
kill
Bro,
pressure.
I'm Hackermaning.
I haven't really seen it manifest. You know, down 2 plates.
I'm Hackerman.
Far's doing okay, but yeah, I'm not super optimistic.
I would agree. Divine Sundra also now done for Peanut. Essence Reaver going to come through, and Doran not going to be interrupted there. farming's just not quite working out. And the Boots of Lucidity going to be put together now for Doran. So going to be quick blades once more. And Doran just going to have the greatest of times. I do feel like out of all of the item changes, there has been like a really, really good build for Gangplank that's sort of like fallen into place.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is because back when Navori was super strong, they nerfed Gangplank's barrel cooldown because with Navori, he was just having infinite barrels.
Yeah, and with Navori and IE, it was a bit too silly.
But then they buffed it back so that...
if you liked Welcome to the Game, you should check Cyber Red XX, similar game.
The cooldown goes down at 13 seconds at max rank again. But also, they changed Navori recently to have more AD, more AD on the Mythic passive, and then you get a bigger refund as well. So it has less ability.
Can you bet right now who you think's gonna win Worlds? If you can bet right now who you think's gonna win Worlds, no, you shouldn't be able to. I guess when the tournament starts, you can do it.
And you can just spam them pretty endlessly.
Yep, and that means more passive procs. And we all know...
I feel like everyone who wins Worlds is the team you not least expect, but it's not the team you always expect, you know?
Gangplank is Trial by Fire.
I would say...
broken.
And Navori, the damage amp on it,
just go full based mode and say like KT or something.
That does not... It doesn't
say something like KT or BLG.
But I love Gangplank. As that's a flash steadfast presence to deny Peanut an exit. Let's see how this one's going to go, though, because Peanut is pretty strong. He has Divine Sunderer completed already, and in comes Fate. They're going to look for Peanut here, and they will be able to take him down pretty close,
almost became a horror.
To be perfectly honest, as Chovy now looking for an opportunity to try and get himself
Mr.
a
Mark,
kill.
we have got your order for fleshy customized automatic dildo. We are at your door.
So
Can you please open up for our
Nicely done from
payment?
Croco.
Shut
A
up.
little bit danger close there, but Croco managing to get the stun at the end. I think the stun actually knocked him out of Fate's.
You said you want to kill him?
Okay.
No way, right?
Let's see whether Rascal's going to find it. Trial by Fire doing so much work. Winter's Wrath not quite there as Doran.
Oh my god, it's completely open. This Sejuani is fucking useless.
Required for that last little bit. And here on the bottom side, GENG continuing to push forward, kind of winning everywhere outside of Peanut getting caught out. A little bit sad for Rascal in the top lane, yes?
About how, you know that thing you said earlier about how if a Gangplank is even,
it's a real game? What do you mean?
Good.
Yeah.
What if a Gangplank solo
What do you mean it's a real game? You're lying.
Opponent?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
And gets first tower.
Gets first tower by himself.
And has 7k gold.
And his team is getting free dragons in the meantime.
Cyber Red XX, it's not a real game.
Ludicrously ahead may not cut it.
Oh, it is an Ocean Soul.
Oh,
wait, it actually is a real game.
That was the one that I didn't ask for.
Oh my god,
what the fuck?
He's got like the two big components of Navori already.
That's very silly. As I like this
Shut up.
Croco, a lot of aggression.
I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. Shut up. I'm not playing it.
Croco, you can see just
I am not playing it.
Angles just can't find them. Peanut actually being very frustrating. Eventually, the heroic charge comes.
Croco actually knocked him out of the R2 near Carly, but you know, still ended up working out. But yeah, here, I think just the fact that the barrels come off, the 2 barrels there means so many more Trial by Fire, and you see that Rascal actually nearly still takes him down.
Better in this boring game.
Yeah, just kind of outclassed in the 1v1 there.
She's molding.
Someone is a little bit more excited than somebody else. That's fine. Perhaps different fandoms is okay. We're right.
Oh my god, that is zeroed. What the hell?
There's an Aphelios picking up kills. How many years? Rift Herald goes down.
Jesus, man. Well, GENG just won the game. They won the game from 1-0. He actually got both over the wall into Brown Mold, into Red White Aphelios.
See what the heck happened.
Open.
Yeah. Whatever just happened.
Yeah, I caught the back end. Chovy yeeted them over a wall into the rest of his team. And I'm going to predict that DRX decided to start the Herald. And we're like, this will be great. We'll take the Herald, and then we'll use it to kill towers and stuff. And GENG objected to that.
You know what? I think you might be onto something there. Can you see the future, Orcs? Is that your superpower?
It's the past.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. But the future replay that was going to give us the information.
You know, you obviously, you hear like how people can predict the future. People who can predict the past, not as interesting.
It is less interesting. My mediocre superpower is getting pens started again if they stop working.
So I have a broken pen here.
My Nan thinks you're cute.
Yeah, I got you. I'm going to see whether Fate's going to live first. Gets over the wall. Perfect execution on that one. And GENG are now looking to kill Beryl or Puttock. whichever one's going to be available for them.
Thanks,
Then
man.
they'll just take control of the river.
Someone has linked me their Twitch channel in DMs. Ah, okay.
Angry Bell, and he's not afraid to use it.
Go for this.
All right.
Yeah, they do manage to get the back.
But where's the Akali damage, by the way?
Get over the wall, caught by Croco there, as Beryl loses interest in the whole situation and will just run away.
Yeah, I think Croco was expecting his W to interrupt the blast cone.
Yeah.
Another reason for Brendan Valdez to be annoyed, by the way.
Yeah. And also, he did land in the circle.
It's Shiv,
So you
yeah.
could say he was also setting up,
I
like,
feel like...
playing a little bit of, like, peanut basketball.
Yeah.
I feel like,
like it.
Shiv Akali
The last second.
Yeah, he did.
is kind of like...
Can't win them all.
Okay. Now we get the replay.
It's
So
kind of
yeah,
like Shiv
started the
Corki in a
Heralds were like,
sense,
hey, why
and
don't we do this?
well, obviously like the Shiv champs just farm really hard because your side lane pushes so quickly, you can always catch waves and moves first without having to drop. So your CS numbers are good, and your level is very good, but your damage is nothing, right? So similar to like Shiv Corki, where Showmaker went what? He went like Shiv, I don't know, he had like Shiv Triforce Rapid Fire, I think, and this guy had like insane attack speed and did no damage.
Not ideal.
No.
Akali has like Shiv Proto Belt and has high CS
CS
numbers, but does no damage.
Other teams. It's remaining
You know what?
true here today.
I'm going to say it.
What's that?
I think their everything has been better than a lot of our teams.
Yes. GENG has been good at doing things.
Shiv on Corki does damage. When Showmaker played it, it did no damage. I think he did grief his build though, because I think he went Shiv Triforce Rapid Fire.
Okay.
And he had like no AD, no AP.
Many things I'm not very sure of myself, but in this case, I'm ready.
Will you be streaming tomorrow? Yep.
I might be able
Glad you have
to.
confidence.
I could argue that in the debate team. Probably get there. As Croco will be able to secure his Raptor camp, that is
Okay,
at least
Top Esports
something.
won.
But Paze is sort of
That
slowly but
means
surely become
that
massive.
if Top
He
Esports
has
won,
a killing spree
the
now.
Rainbow series is
And he
starting
got those
soon.
plates earlier.
Yeah,
And the
he's
thing
got
is,
a
the
lot of
Gangplank's also massive. And Chovy's also got 214 CS in 19.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those games.
But Poppy has a helicopter.
Oh, well.
Poppy
That was
delivered
close.
presence. And surely he's going to be able to take down this outer tower.
Mods,
Barrel's
if
crashing
anyone
down,
in
but there
chat
is a cannon
spoils
barrage. Well,
or
that is
tries to
doing more
spoil
damage.
or like
I'll
lies
expect
when
this
they're
to
spoiling
get.
and like
they're gonna
just
be
for
able to
fun,
head forward.
permaban.
Shirley to take
Put it in
down
the comments,
Inna as
never
well.
unbanned again.
Brute force from GENG.
Anyone. One spoiler, whether
yeah,
it's
we're moving
like,
towards the 6,000
I don't care
gold
what it
lead
is,
at,
instant
sub 20
perma
minutes.
forever.
You know, this feels very difficult for
Never
DRX
coming
at this
back.
point. And
Oh, yeah.
that's my statement.
Okay, well.
Do I need to add to it? Do I need to follow up?
Nope. There
Fix
we
your
go.
mic for the stream tomorrow.
Agree.
What's wrong with the mic?
It's my
Richie364.
I also think that things
Bro,
could be
this
going
guy,
better
this is like the
right
10th
now.
guy I've seen this. Fix mic if you stream tomorrow. Second they ask you if you can fix the mic. I told you yesterday your mic was dodgy. Oh, what the fuck? Sound on
They
mobile
said
is Twitch,
that I
but
couldn't say true things
but
on
you
the
even said your
LCK.
sound on is
However,
fine on mobile. On my TV it's fucked. Bro, so then who's fault? It's not
That's
my
like
mic, then
twice
is
in
it,
a row.
man?
Yeah. Hey,
Yo, I'm sorry.
You know, silver lining feels
If you
a bit
said it's
strong.
fine on your mobile,
Let's say this is the
and then
copper
you keep
lining.
asking me every day to
At
fix it
least
for your
it's
TV,
an Ocean Soul and
then
not like
what,
Hextech.
what, like, dude, is it my,
Made by
like,
GENG.
You see,
It's-
I don't
it can't
like
be-
that
hello?
because silver lining is actually like a thing that happens around a grey cloud when the sun's behind it.
Yeah.
When does it ever get copper? Like when is that like?
Well, it's more so
when
that
it's like
just
sunset.
silver's nice.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand, but I also don't like it.
Well, maybe that's why it's not a good selling point either.
Oh,
you
okay.
know?
That's why it's like down a tier. Yeah. That's why gold lining doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's like that doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
But neither does I can't really sell. You know, I'm like, yeah, well, at least it's only in Oceans. They've got a Gangplank. They're like $1 million
Yeah.
gold ahead.
Yeah. And they also had like the more scaling composition. They have the range advantage. They have, they have all of the things. That
Yeah, it's
DRX
also like,
do not
you know,
have many of the
remember
things.
when Honolife Esports had a 5-0?
Hey
Shiv
Caedrel,
Akali,
I pulled out a
and the
loan to
guy
buy
who's
7
playing it
TVs, but
was
I
the
still
reigning world
can't see
champion
the
who
emotes,
had a
please
Akali
help.
skin,
Shut up.
And it did nothing and they
Shut the
lost.
fuck
Yeah.
up.
Well, now they have a 0-0-1 Akali.
Hope you're doing well,
Using the
Caedrel. Yeah,
skin
I'm
of the
doing good.
guy who
I
got
Yo
bought 7
Caedrel,
TVs.
Mr. Impressive
Yeah.
plays soon XPP.
And
I know.
yeah, so
I'm
what
just
you're
watching
saying is
GENG,
that
like,
DRX's chances
put
are
me to
lower
sleep
than
before I wake up.
Honolife Esports' his chances were.
Hey KJ, I'm about to go
I'd say
shopping for
that's
groceries, but I
that's
can't
fair.
find my wallet. Can I borrow yours? Like the chat
So
says, the
still
most
a pretty
random,
sad
the
thing.
most degenerate, the
As-
most
do you know what? It
mind-blowing,
could be worse.
useless, psychotic things
DRX
ever today.
would have not had that one kill onto Peanut in their jungle.
Could have been a perfect game.
There it is. So no perfect game. That is the upside.
Oh, we saw this in the last series. This is highlighting.
I need a haircut.
how ahead
I need a
Doran is.
haircut. Can someone
Set him
cut
up
my
for
hair?
POG.
Is anyone a hair cutter?
Look how far ahead he is in levels.
And he also is very far ahead in every metric, really. 40 CS as well.
Whoa.
Barrel's diving
Barrel!
in.
It's the classic barrel! Full send! And it worked!
Oh, it takes a while, but Pace does go down. Cannon Barrage now not really doing too much, as they do just yeet the Vi away. That is a double kill now for the Gangplank, though, and yes, you killed Pace, congrats. But the real
A girl added me on Discord, what do I do?
You know, I don't think anyone expected that, including
you
Gen
decline
Z,
and then you queue up.
us, maybe even the other members of DRX.
Maybe even Beryl, who's the one doing it.
Beryl. He's like, I'm just going, I'm
Run
tired
away.
of this. And then he actually managed to kill Pace. Unfortunately, it didn't matter at all. But
No.
I like the gumption.
But it's sort of like when who was it? Leonidas throws the
Bro.
spear, and it hits that guy from the Persian army.
Can I
in the
have
face.
VIP?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
But it doesn't really do anything. But it sends the message, you know. And the message from DRX
Is that they can't bleed.
Yes, exactly. We can kill Pace.
Yeah, so... I mean, they're setting up for this to have the flank, and then Beryl just runs in. And they just manage to catch Pace, but the problem is that
Akali damage was not bad there, though.
Just does barrel things.
Yeah.
My wife
And
said
then,
she wants to sleep
trial
with
by
other
fire
men.
gets a
Should
kill.
I
He
let her?
killed Beryl.
No.
the barrel.
Even the fact that she asks that, just pack your things and leave. Get the fuck
Something
out.
to think about.
Leave
Yeah.
now.
Something to really ponder.
I think I
You,
might
if
need
someone
a bit
asks you
more
that
time
question,
for
bro, you
to
grab your
really
stuff,
understand.
you
I
put
don't
them in a
think
case,
I
and
don't
you
think it
walk
ever
out the door.
really will.
Or, if it's your place, then you tell her to get the fuck out.
Alright, that's a lot of
Okay.
feathers.
Yeah, Brock
And
also
it was-
gone pretty aggressive.
Yeah, they
It's
kinda
not a case
mistimed
of
the
like,
feathers
bro,
there, so he
if
just walked
dude,
out.
if my wife asked me that
I
question,
was thinking this is the big moment, you know, Doran's made a mistake TPing.
My
There's
wife was like,
77
hey,
feathers on the ground.
I was thinking
And they
like,
just
I want to
mistimed.
sleep with other guys. I'd be
Yeah.
like, cool, I want to
Okay.
live alone suddenly.
They're now going
door's
to
there.
get to work on this inner turret. Rascal explodes. Wow. It's a powder keg.
You know, this is like the second kind of off-meta, weird counter pick we've seen today. And both of them got solo killed. Before it was the
Yeah.
Trundle and the Ornn, now it's the Sejuani into the GP.
Yeah.
Neither have been particularly convincing.
And the last time we saw them, there was like they were you know, picks that made sense, right? Like Carl from SKT was of course a Trundle main, and so he comes in and he manages.
That
to
is
win.
very,
Yeah. So if you're
that's not
wondering,
very
why aren't people
omni-liberal
playing
of you,
these picks
Caedrel.
anymore?
Alright, first of all, I don't know what that
Is
means.
anyone going to be wondering it
And second of all, okay,
in this game?
okay.
You know. Yeah.
Maybe
Beryl,
before the game, maybe in draft, if you're
Yeah.
wondering.
Okay, Beryl is right in the middle of the cannon barrage. That's
In
bad.
this game? Yeah, I'm ending it.
Chovy going to be able to pick up that kill there as Fate splitting on the top side of the map. Beryl, like bounty
I hope
gold.
League Frogs are not like disappointed that I'm just sitting here talking about random
To
shit.
sleep with another man
Problem is, I
Because
don't think they stopped
this
by
game
now.
is like, it was
If they
done
did, though, if we cut the tape
like
now,
2 hours ago, before the
that'd be
series even
great.
started, I think.
Not so much good trade as Zaya often difficult
Nice day,
to hit
Corey.
with,
Nice Q flash
cease and
ult.
desist.
Pace is
Not
maybe
for
gonna die
Peanut
here.
in that moment there, as he's trying to get
he
out.
almost went.
Double kill for Pace
Well, it doesn't
now,
matter.
as Fate is running for the hills.
It
Doran taking a
doesn't
turret
matter.
that he maybe doesn't want to, but he can eat oranges and he will be all right. And Gen G, I have a feeling this game might be over, or perhaps it was over prior to this point.
T1
Yeah.
lost
I feel like
to
this
this
would be more
Omega
about
Bull.
ruining
Shut up.
Pace's KDA than anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
In which case, they've been very successful.
They've
Come
done
on,
a great
guys. What's
job.
that cannon doing? Yo, cannon, you're hitting mid and hit from bot wave, and there's a Nexus
They're gonna
tower.
need to try a little bit harder.
Cannon!
However, as the triple barrel chain comes through, there's the flash.
Oh,
by
Doran.
fire, and he's dead.
And Beryl succeeds.
There's always one Doran moment in the series. There's always one. There's always one where he fucking griefs it, and then he's like, ah, shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Rats.
It's quantifiable.
Every series.
As maybe that means that we're going to have two different people for the POG vote, because you can't give it to Doran now. He was just completely outplayed. We're going to check this one out once again. And sometimes Cannon Barrage.
Yo, I will say, Doran's barrel didn't do as much damage as I thought it would.
Winnable for DRX. Maybe
Expected
if
a lot
they
more,
had you,
maybe didn't crit
Pedro.
there.
You
But
the
now he has
best.
lots of crits,
Love
so
sign.
he certainly will.
How's the weather in Berlin? It's hot. But isn't there a heat wave coming? They have a zero. They're not like all trolling here. Violed, bye-bye. He violed the Poppy to get Ziled, so he can still gap close. Dude, there's a heat wave coming to Europe, so make sure you get ice cubes and make sure that your t-shirt is thin. Otherwise, you're gonna burn.
The glacial prison does
Pace died again.
But Rascal kills Pace. There we go. They're going to type worth in all
There's,
chat as their Nexus is going to be
there's a
destroyed.
heat wave
One
coming to Europe.
remaining Nexus
Tomorrow,
star gets in there
dude.
as the Winions They know exactly.
You know what the weather is tomorrow in Berlin?
Teleport's gonna come forward.
35 degrees.
As expected this evening.
Yeah, if the objective of this game was to kill Pays
35 degrees.
Are the real winners in this one.
Absolutely.
35 degrees tomorrow. I'm gonna get cooked into a fucking barbecue crispy onion baker.
Honestly, not very close. GENG still looking utterly dominant this week. Big high five there as Pays. Smile on his face.
This chat is high. Are you all from Kona land? Only 35? 35, bro? Lulling? Only 35? Ain't no way. 35 hot lule? Bro, are you Kona landing? This is degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Not Fahrenheit.